Hey, what is going on, fire breathers? Welcome back to the video series. This is episode 5, and this one is called Yin and Yang with a Whole Lot of Bang. Now, what could that possibly mean? What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about one of my favorite supplements called ginseng. What's so special about it? Well, first things first, it's one of the oldest supplements known to man, and chances are you probably run into it a couple of times before. A lot of people use ginseng whenever they come down with a cold or a fever, but did you know it can be used to level up your training? It does this because ginseng actually acts like a natural steroid. Ooh, I said the S word, but it is a fact, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But for now, let's take a couple of steps back. Actually, all the way back, because we're going to be learning about the history of ginseng. You see, ginseng has actually been used in Chinese medicine for centuries. It was used to treat things like the common cold or, believe it or not, flesh wounds in battle. Ginseng was so revered that it was often called the divine herb, and because it was squarely reserved for high society, the emperor and all his cronies. In fact, the emperor at the time had ordered 3,000 soldiers to retrieve some ginseng, and if they returned empty-handed, they would be beheaded. Talk about insanity. But what are some of the key benefits about using ginseng? The thing you have to understand about ginseng is that there are actually two types, and that's Panax ginseng and American ginseng. These two work like yin and yang to each other, just like the title of the video. While Panax ginseng stimulates your mind and increases your energy, American ginseng helps to calm your nerves and lower that stress hormone, cortisol. Are you starting to see how beneficial ginseng could be to your CrossFit training? Ginseng primarily does this by its high ginsenoside compounds, which are like the natural steroids I was telling you about earlier. Again, before we get into that, let's dive deep into each of those ginseng roots. Panax ginseng, like mentioned before, is heavily involved with producing more energy for you. And one of the ways it does this is through its ability to improve your cognition, meaning your brain power. While ginseng's antioxidant content is not nearly as potent as that of acai fruit or spirulina algae or tomcat ali, it's still pretty effective. And because it impacts your neurotransmitters in such a way that increases the communication between your muscles and your cells, allowing you to really hone in on your focus. Actually, in a 2015 research review, it was almost unanimous that ginseng helped improve cognitive performance, especially with short-term memory, thanks to its many phytochemicals and antioxidants, and a special compound called compound K. In addition to antioxidants, ginseng's polysaccharides and its oligopeptides also help to combat oxidative stress, which we know now is the main contributor to fatigue and tiredness. By reducing this, and in some cases eliminating it, ginseng helps to improve your energy levels, making it all the more useful when it comes to your high-intensity training. But there is a caveat to this. You shouldn't use Panax ginseng with exceedingly high doses of caffeine. Most people recommend that you should be taking Panax ginseng with over 200 milligrams of caffeine in your system, about 2 cups of coffee. Moving on to American ginseng. American ginseng, as stated before, is like Panax's cousin. While it definitely can improve and increase your energy levels, the main selling point of American ginseng is that it helps to reduce stress. Believe it or not, ginsenosides, the natural steroids we mentioned, are more present and available in American ginseng than Panax, even though Panax ginseng is widely recognized by athletes. Why is that? Well, no one knows for sure, but we do know now that because it's got such a high amount of ginsenosides, it acts like an adaptogen, meaning your stress hormone, cortisol, is greatly reduced, especially in times of intense training. Not only that, but it helps to increase alertness and mental clarity. Another thing worth noting about its adaptogenic qualities is that it acts like an ergogenic aid. That means it will vastly help to improve your endurance, which makes all the difference for any athlete from all walks of life. American ginseng is also extremely useful in warding off any dangerous diseases, and also helps to increase your immunity to those diseases. Thanks to its varying degrees of phytochemicals and polyphenols, American ginseng offers protection against influenza-like illnesses, which in today's environment is ever important. This is further backed up by a study in evidence-based complementary and alternative medicine, where 747 subjects taking American ginseng reduced the incidence of colds and fevers by 25%. How incredible is that? And looking at all these benefits of ginseng, it's no wonder why we use it in our supplement Sunfire. It's the first ever all-natural and paleo-friendly pre-workout made exclusively for those just starting out in CrossFit and those who want to take their workouts to the next level. If you stay tuned till the very end of this video series, there's only about 3 more videos left. I'll be sharing with how you can get Sunfire at a very special offer that I made customly for you. So stick around until August 3rd at 9 p.m. EST while I'll be revealing your special offer. Till then, fire breather, don't forget to become the unstoppable you. I'll see you in the next video.